All right, so look, I'm gonna try to be a little quiet. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I got that 3 a.m. motivation. Just so I see I'm not capping. I got that 3 a.m. motivation because I was downstairs watching like motivational videos on like money and mindset, all this other stuff. And the last video I posted was about you don't have to become. I was telling you not to try to become a millionaire. Or stuff. That's not what you truly want in life. Because people try to tell you what you need to do and this and that. Everything's a conscious choice, right? But for the people who do want to get there and the people who do want to make, substantial amounts of wealth and all that stuff, of course, everyone wants it, but not everyone puts in the work to see it. So I'm kind of really just speaking to my people who have been out there trying things. Maybe you've been posting for, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years and you've only had a couple of videos go viral, or if you're an upcoming athlete, you at like a D1, I mean not D1, if you're like a D2, D3 JUCO college or whatever, and you're trying to make it in sports, like you got your foot in the door, but you're not really seeing results you want. I'm talking to those people because there's a lot of us who want stuff. Everyone wants things, but no one does the work to get to it. And that's what all these videos were showing me. So, of course, there's going to be people who want to get there now who probably haven't started or are going to now start after watching this, or people who are just in that motivational feel. Oh, I want to be successful. Watch a couple TikToks, watch a couple videos, and then they go back to not doing anything. I'm not talking to y'all. Y'all going to get there eventually, though. But right now I'm talking to the people who are like actually attempting stuff. So yeah, right. So you've been attempting for a minute. You've been trying to do your grind, your hustle, and you've been doing it for a couple years, maybe, or you just got your foot in the door and you're not seeing the results you want, but you're being trying to be patient. That is like the hardest. Not even hard. It's not hard because you know if you've been waiting, then you've probably been waiting for a long time already. So you get used to it. But the realization of okay, this might actually, excuse me, this might actually bypass me if I don't do anything. That realization hits a lot different. Because for me, with content, I started making content in 2021. So it's 2025, obviously. This is my fourth year now making content. And it's kind of like the first year was like, I mean, it's a year, who cares? Like, everyone says in a year and a half, 2 years, I know where I'm going to be. Wasn't nowhere near where I thought I was going to be 2 years in, right? And then 3 years in was kind of just like, it is what it is. I'm just trying stuff at this point, right? TikTok's not working. YouTube's not working. Let me try streaming and then all this other stuff and, just trying things out. Now, this year was different because this year's not over yet, keep in mind, but it's just kind of like the eye opener. Like, okay, we really do got to get serious now. Like, we've been doing this for a few years. We're not really seeing potential. I'm not potential. We're not seeing like the designated results we wanted. We're not seeing all that stuff, right? So we got to figure out some plans, some ideas. What can we do to make things go faster, roll along faster? Like, you know what I mean? All the things you start brainstorming when you're not seeing that growth that you want. And then I had to slow myself down, and really think like, okay, what can I control now? Because I can't really do nothing about it. And I got a scared thought in my head. It was like, yo, 4 years, however long I've been doing it, no results still. What's finna happen? Is this really finna work? And thoughts like that are super, super dangerous because, like, you can't not think that way. Like, I get the whole have a plan B thing. I'm not really on that type of timing. Like, if you want a plan B, that's cool. But I feel like the best plans when it's only plan A, like, even if that's cool, like, you can have a plan B. I'm not saying not to have nothing. I mean, obviously, you have to have something to fall back on. But go so hard on plan A that plan B is not even a thought. Like, I'm not thinking, okay, yeah, I got to do plan B. Like, I have it somewhere locked in my space, in my head, deep somewhere in the back, but I'm not thinking about it. So I'm just got to thinking, like, okay, on year 6 or 10, if I'm just like a full grown adult and this still ain't working, what's the next move? Like, because that doesn't sound like a reality for me. Like, I've brainwashed myself into truly thinking in the next year, 2 years, I'm going to be good. I'm going to be set. Everything's going to plan out the way I want it to. And I keep in mind, I was saying that when I first started 2021. So the only difference is the confidence and the knowledge. So you will gain stuff along the way. I just watched a video by Destroying. He's a football YouTuber for those who don't know. It was like a JUCO guy, or not JUCO. I don't really watch football, so I don't know the details. But basically, he was at like a lower division college, and he won 30,000 in a one-on-one tournament because he was just frying everybody. But it's like it was overseas pro, in that same lineup. So the potential is there, right? Just because you don't have the results doesn't mean you don't have the skill set to apply. Hold on, let me rephrase this. Just because you don't have the results doesn't mean the skill set or the perceived. I'm trying to make this. Okay. So basically, right, the guy, he went to a low college and he's playing a pro, a overseas pro. So everyone on paper is like, yeah, the overseas pro is going to win. But this guy still beat him. He still had the skill. He was still better. He still had the better skill than this pro and beat him. He just didn't have the name for himself, the reputation. So if you're doing something right now, whether you're a low college athlete or you're doing content, whatever, you're not blowing up. Just because you don't have 1 million followers doesn't mean that you can't produce the content of someone who has 1 million followers. Just because you're not on an NBA roster doesn't mean you don't have the talent of an NBA player. So I'm realizing, okay, it's not really about where you are, it's about your skill level in what you're doing in your craft. So instead of focusing on, okay, how can I get 10 million subscribers? How can I get 100,000 views every video? How can I become a YouTuber that does that? How can I become a YouTuber who's worthy, who makes content worthy of those numbers? And I started realizing that's really the key into it, is not trying to chase the not trying to chase like the outcome, but become somebody who gets that outcome. Because once you're someone who gets that outcome, you're gonna get the outcome, obviously, right? It makes sense. But I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. Like I said, it's 3 in the morning. I'm super motivational, hyped right now. When I simmer down in the morning, I'll be able to rethink. I just got back from hooping too. I was going crazy. I dropped like 50. But that's outside the point. But yeah, like really just locking in on the craft. I feel like the craft is what's really going to take you somewhere, not the results behind it. Because I could go to sleep right now. And keep in mind, this isn't realistic, but it's a possibility. Anything in life is possible, right? I could go to sleep right now and wake up to 50,000 followers on TikTok. Right now, I got like 3.7K. I could do that. That's very realistic. I've seen a clip on Queso. He's another big streamer. If y'all don't know who Queso is, he posted 3 TikToks, went to sleep, woke up with 10K followers. So that's all very possible. But in order for that to happen and that mindset to keep going, you got to realize it's not about what you have and what's being shown to you, but about the growth you've made. My videos I make now are 1,000% better than they were when I first started. So I don't judge myself off of, oh, I still don't have subscribers, whatever, because the videos I made back then didn't deserve to have subscribers. I feel like the videos I make now, they can 100% be better. I'm not saying I'm at my peak, but the videos I make now would deserve a better following than they were back then, which is why I do have a better following. It's still not substantial, but it's better. So the only point I'm really trying to prove here, and just the message I'm trying to give to y'all, is you can't judge your success off of what you already have. You have to judge your success off of what you have the ability to obtain. And I also say this because this was a video I made not too long ago. It ended up going viral on TikTok. I think it had like 50 or 10,000, something like that views, right? I don't really check my views like that. I don't really care no more. But I was explaining to people a long time ago. I have like 3 different TikTok accounts. One of them, I got, my biggest video was like 12 million, and it was like I was doing reaction type content. You know, ever scrolling on TikTok, you'll see like a face at the screen, and then it'll be like a bigger streamer or like a bigger content creator or just someone doing something stupid, and then someone's reacting at the top. But that's what I was doing. It garnered a lot of views, but it didn't have that connection to it, that feel to it, right? Videos like this and my other TikTok account that I just made is more personalized to me, and the content's more evolved around me versus me just reacting to something. Because honestly, if you're scrolling on TikTok, you really don't care about who's at the top of the screen. You're just watching the video and then you're swiping. So I was telling people, hey, there's a method where I can get a whole bunch of views, and I've done it before. Just put your face on the screen, watch some videos. And a whole bunch of people was like, they didn't know this prior because I didn't explain to them that I used to do that. They're watching my newer account, which is me basically just sitting at your talking like I'm doing now. But some guy, he was basically talking crazy. I didn't really buy into what he was saying, but he had like 13,000 followers or something like that. I can't remember. At the time, I only had like 2,000 something followers. So someone in the comments was saying that like he has the most say so because he has the most followers. So whatever he says makes sense, and I'm wrong, this and that. But he's judging off of what's in front of his face. You get what I'm saying? So if someone had, let's say, I have two good examples or analogies I got in my head. I don't know which one I'm gonna do. But basically, like, let's say, like, there's a person who's flaunting money. He has, like, $10,000 or whatever. He's got all this jewelry on, whatever, and he's just flashing money. That's cool, but there's someone who's in the corner wearing the tackiest clothes ever who has, like, 10 million in his bank account. So it's not really about what's on the surface, but it's what's below it and what you have internalized. So I don't think that guy was right. Yeah, he has more followers. Social proof. Oh, yeah, he has more followers, meaning he must know what he's talking about. But there's people who he doesn't have the knowledge in the head. Okay, years down the line, is he going to still have his 13 followers, or is he going to improve anything? You know what I'm saying? If he stays the same, he doesn't have to say so. I have the mindset, and I can see the vision, but no one sees the results yet, because there's been so many people who give a message before they do it, and then no one will ever know until it happens. And then, oh yeah, bro, you're a guy, right? So 2 years from later, when I have, let's say, millions of followers, that same dude who made that comment about, oh yeah, he had 13 followers, he knows what he's talking about, you don't. Nothing changed. The only thing that changed is the knowledge I knew I applied, and the results finally came. So don't really focus too much on that, because it's all materialistic. It's all like it doesn't show your worth. And I love the basketball player analogy, because that's so real. There's so many talented players who don't make it to the NBA based off of maybe politics or whatever. Everyone on that court, you cannot make it to the NBA and be trash. It's just impossible. Everyone on that court is a bucket. But certain people are going to get that spotlight, because that's just how the role is. That's how you have to play a role, because not everyone knows what you're capable of. And it happened for me in high school, right? I got benched and dropped to JV, and I was easily, this might be a little biased, but I genuinely feel this way. Some of my friends even told me too, but I don't know if they're being, who knows, but I've been told, yo, bro, Nolly, you nice, bro. I don't even know. They tripping, like, and this was years ago. Even people I meet now, I just got back from hoop session. I told you I just dropped 50. I wasn't lying about that. I was like, bro, you cold. You ain't playing high school, whatever, boom. I just told him, nah, I ain't play, because I don't want to, sit there and get a whole sob story about how my coach didn't care. No one, you know what I'm saying? But your talent is not, your talent isn't represented by what you already have. Your talent is represented by what you have the power to achieve in the future. So I'm not judging myself no more based off of the results and followers and all that stuff. I'm judging myself off of what I can give other people. Because, like, if I can drop gems and feel good about my content, at the end of the day, that's already worth feeling great about. You don't need to have all this other stuff in your face to tell you you're doing good. Oh, you got followers, you got this stuff, you got money. If I know I'm dropping good content and I think I'm doing the best I can and I feel good about it, that's really all it takes for me to get pushed into that next level. It's just a mental state of knowing it'll come, but it's not there yet. But if I keep working hard, everything will pay off eventually. And that patience is hard, though. Like I told you, I've been doing it for 4 years now. Trying to get better at it. I'm low-key kind of ranting. I'm tired. Like I said, it's like 2:30 now. I'm finna go ahead and end the vid. Appreciate you if you made this far. Like, comment, subscribe. Drop some comments if I'm just yapping or if I'm spitting facts. Because this video might pop up in some of y'all feed a couple years from now. And it's going to be kind of crazy to see the whole transformation. Because I know I'm not crazy. So, appreciate y'all again. Stay safe, stay blessed. Keep God in your life. I'll catch y'all next upload. And yeah.